Because listen, no one can tell me that we all don't know what the consequences are, but it's something called resistance. We don't want to do it. Find the Goliath and get your slingshot and hit that joker square dead right here. Right here. Hit him square dead in the head. Boom. Knock him out. We're not taking no for an answer. The whole reason why this podcast was started, if my 20s could speak to my 50s, my 60s, my 70s, or what the conversation we would have. So think about this. If you take advantage right now of those numbers, going to those doctors, staying fit, moving 30 minutes a day, drinking your 64 ounces of water, how about this? You won't ever see a dialysis machine. How about this? You won't ever have to go to the doctor and the doctor said, we have to amputate your leg. Oh man, listen, the hundreds of thousands of dollars alone that this could save you if you just knew your numbers. Welcome back to Off the Trip with Jules. My dear friends, this is a hard topic, but nevertheless, the topic is our health numbers. When you do not take care of the main thing will take care of you. So I just want to talk about our health numbers and the next steps involving those numbers. So remember, when your mama told you, don't leave home with any dirty underwear on because you don't want life to catch you with your pants down. Let's talk about it. So, the first thing that we want to share on this topic about your health numbers. Well, frankly, do you know your numbers? Family, do you know your numbers? Do you even know your blood type? Do you know what gets your motor racing? Do we know what our cholesterol numbers, our blood pressure numbers? Do we know what your diabetes numbers are? Do you drink alcohol? Do you smoke? Do we engage in any type of drugs? All of these are contributing factors with your health numbers. And you got to be transparent because this day and time, if you give us the wrong information, we give you the wrong diagnosis and kaput. You're going to bed in eternity. So let's get the numbers right. And the cool thing about this, and I know you're looking at me saying, what are your numbers? I just said we had a Me Too moment. We're starting at ground zero. Let's do this together. So, family, one of the reasons why we want to know what our numbers are so we can make an informed, intelligent decision. Because, listen, no one can tell me that we all don't know what the consequences are, but it's something called resistance. We don't want to do it. Who don't want the cupcakes, the ribs, the macaroni and cheese, or whatever it is? The reason why we have to know the numbers so we can make informed, intelligent decisions because we want to live our life to the fullest. So we're gonna make those doctor's appointments. Who you got? Kaiser. Who you got? Aetna. Who do you talk to? Cigna. Let's get those numbers and let's sit down and get a plan together. What we going raw? What we going vegan? What we going plant based? What are we doing? Intermittent fasting? Then let's get those numbers. Let's get a plan and let's take action. That's really what discipline is. You give a command, you execute. You give a command, then you execute. So that is what we want to do. We want to hit the ground floor. We're starting at ground floor so we can make some decision, so we can enjoy the life that God has given us. And to my favorite group, the millennials. The whole reason why this podcast was started. If my 20s could speak to my 50s, my 60s, my 70s, all what the conversation we would have. So think about this. If you take advantage right now of those numbers, going to those doctors, staying fit, moving 30 minutes a day, drinking your 64 ounces of water, how about this? You won't ever see a dialysis machine. How about this? You won't ever have to go to the doctor and the doctor said, we have to amputate your leg. Oh man, listen, the hundreds of thousands of dollars alone that this could save you if you just knew your numbers. The avenues and the adventures that you would have in knowing and understanding your numbers. Listen, we could go, boy, we could peel back the onions and we could explore so many things. Let's just take, for instance, herbs. Some of the things that, you if you get a cold, in my day, we used to use peppermint, honey, lemon, maybe a little Hennessy. That was the secret to get rid of a cold. Now you guys may do NyQuil, or you may do Dayquil or something to that effect. But wouldn't it be nice not to even put any chemicals in your body? Get your body healed with holistic plants and echinacea and elderberry. Oh man, we could just go down the list of things that you guys can take in a holistic way. So your body will never be exposed to the hardened chemicals produced in a laboratory. You're able to flush, detox, because half of it, I want to say 90% of what we're suffering with is in your gut. 90% of us, we're constipated. 90% of us don't drink enough water. We don't get enough sunlight. Wouldn't it be better to go out there and sunbathe? Vitamin D from the God given sun, I'm telling you, is unbeatable. So, brush your teeth with coconut oils. You know what I'm saying? With you're using baking soda, different little things that we don't necessarily have to put the chemicals in our body. I'm telling you, it's worth exploring. So go get an herbalist book. I'm gonna put a link as a book that I would suggest. Again, we're starting from ground zero. But I want you to live your best life and live it on purpose because your future is depending on you. So next up, we're having our series on Judaism. Yes, thoughts that I have that I want to share with you. Okay? So, as long as I've been on this green earth, this great planet earth, some things that I know, that I know, that I know. Period. You just know it. And I just call that thing Judaism because I know it. Today's Judaism is I didn't plan to fail, but I failed to plan. Sit with that a minute. And you may have heard it before, but it showed up in your life, didn't it? Because wherever you are right now is where your mind brought you to. Okay? So sit with that. I didn't plan to fail, but I failed to plan. And that's what we're here for. We're going to get it together. We're at ground zero, and we're going to get that thing. We're going to make a U-turn. Come on out there. You out there. Come on. Say, I'm going to make a U-turn. I'm going to make a U-turn. Yes and yes. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you can take that to the bank. You can take that to the bank. It is called a must. A MUST. I don't care which route we've taken. You can go a whole lot of ways, 285, 75, 85, but get there. Get to a place called there. Find the Goliath and get your slingshot and hit that joker square dead right here. Right here. Hit him square dead in the head. Boom. Knock him out. We're not taking no. for an answer. We want to see you at the top because your future is depending on you. So what we want to do, devise a plan. First thing we got to do, get the numbers. Where do you go get the numbers? Somebody certified, whether that's holistic or whether that's the white jackets, meaning Aetna, Blue Shield, Cigna, your local doctor. And now they got Obamacare, no excuses. So once you get your numbers, then we sit down. You might have to talk to a nutritionist. You may have to talk to a holistic person. You may have to talk to some vegans, plant based. You devise a plan as to how you're going to have something measurable. So, for instance, if you are 200 pounds and you're trying to get to 180, what works best for you? You might even want to try a book. It's a book my brother is using right now called Your Blood Type. Hey, when you're at the doctor, get your blood type. It's certain foods that you can only eat. I love Dr. Sabi. He does alkaline and electric foods. Hey, you can Google all of this. And the one thing I know, listen, I'm a girl. I like my collard greens, macaroni and cheese. Oh, girl, I like some oxtails and rice. So I already know. Don't tell me about how to lose weight. I already know how to do that. It's a discipline. And so you might say willpower. It could be your hormones. Who knows? It could be your thyroids. Who knows? But we have to go do the work, execute the work, have the discipline, join a team, a gym, whatever you got to do. Trust me, your future, your future. Because it's things you may want. Don't live all your life, then retire, then you die. That is such a regular life. I'm only talking to the extraordinary, the people that want more. And the reason why I am having this podcast, I want you to look at me and say, well, did you do it? That's why we here. Because I'm understanding as I go to the hospital and as I go to funeral homes, what you might be surprised is more young people than old people. So how do you jump that hurdle? That's why we're here. It's no judgment. I'm so guilty. I'm coming out with my hands up. I did not follow the protocol because I thought I knew it all as well. When you're young, you feel invincible. You got time. That's a lie. You understand what I'm saying? Life is but a vapor. Handle your business. My Bible tells me work while it is day, because night is coming. Then no man can work. That's all it is. I'm sounding the alarm. That's all it is. It's not about being perfect. It's not about doing the mark. I am going to, you will see me going walking, going to doctors. I want to film all of that for you guys. Why? Because I don't want you to be here. I'm here to be that bridge that you can travel across. I'm your Harriet Tubman. Man, say, I'm your Huckleberry. That's right. I'm your Huckleberry. So we can do this thing together. I want you to make it. I want to see you at the top. And I love you. Like I said, this is safe. And so what we're gonna do, I hope that answers that for you. I got some questions coming in. So what we're gonna do is go to our next segment, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. They got the Meta Gala Awards where all the stars come out with the fancy clothes and all of this kind of stuff. We getting ready to strike a pose too. And that means everyone here is in a safe zone. And if you didn't know that before, I want to reestablish that with you. You can submit your questions and I will give you the unadulterated truth. So we're getting ready to strike a pose. So I got a question now. A concern from, it's an anonymous person. It's okay. Much love. Before I even read the question, let me surround you with hug and love right now. I don't have my glasses with me. He has a question concerning erectile dysfunction. Well, let's see what's going on now. All right, so let's see. Okay, so he is unable to satisfy his significant other, his partner. All right, so I can tell you this right off the rip, because that's dealing with blood, right? I am not a male. I'm overqualified, not a male. But I can tell you this right now. You're going to have to clean your blood. And if I were you, my friend, I would even probably try a fruit diet. If you're not interested in just doing fruit, you can try a plant based or do the vegan. And I might would do 4 on 3 off. You know what I'm saying? Eat what you love and then fast for 3 days. Oh, it's a lot of ways to do that. My strongest suggestion to you: listen, go talk to a holistic practitioner. You definitely got to clean your body. You definitely got to detox. And I can promise you, I want you to write me back with your results, and your partner be happy with you. Why don't y'all do it together? Change your little lifestyle. Go walking, drink plenty of water, do fruit based, plant based. You can't go wrong. Check with your doctor. I'm not a doctor, and I don't even play one on TV. Okay, so this is just for entertainment purposes only. Let's be clear about that. But I promise you, if you go through some of those channels, you and your partner will be able to lock, and that is the word of the Lord. Okay, so now we're headed to our coffee or Kofi is really what you call it. It's a new name that I just got acclimated to. I want you to go to Kofi. Show me some love. Show me some love. I greatly appreciate it. You'll make my day. Make my day. Ladies and gentlemen, this segment right here, sizzling hot. Put the children away, because I'm going to say what you won't say in this one. Now, this one you definitely get the nitty gritty behind the scenes, but this right here, this segment is called MindF. Uh-oh, that sounds like Jennifer on that one. Mind. Now, it's about your emotional stability, and I can tell you that's priceless. If you'd like to hear the entirety of this segment on an extended version of this podcast, go and check out Kofi in the description. Even though you're here, we're here together, but you are not here. So now we playing games with each other. I'm not getting your essence. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, your body's here, but you is with Melinda, or you is with Calvin. Isn't it beautiful that you are in a relationship and you both are present? Thank you for allowing me to share and come into your beautiful homes. This is my first podcast. It may be several going back to back, but just the mere fact that you are celebrating me, I've learned go where you're celebrated and not tolerated. So until we meet again, please leave your comments about what resonated with you concerning this episode. I want to hear from you, because we can dive deep if you can handle it. If you can handle it. So, what I want you to do, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like. It really helps me out. Subscribe. And don't forget to head over to the description and show notes for the link to submit your own questions and scenarios. You can also support me by going to my Ko-fi, where you can tip me, donate, and receive access to exclusive content. Help me grow my audience by sharing the podcast with someone you want to see win in life. Would you do that? Let's see you at the top, because your future is relying on you. Thank you. Have a super fantastic day.